So today we're here in downtown LA South Park neighborhood on Olive Street, where right between the hustle and bustle of the streets and a quiet parking lot lies a very quiet, unassuming, but noticeable establishment known as Chicas Tacos. So Chicas is known for, well, you guessed it, tacos. But they're much more than your average taco joint. They bring their own unique style, flavor, and twist to our beloved taco that'll leave you coming back for more. But enough of what I think. Join us today as DTLA Insider takes you inside Chicas Tacos. Chris.
Hey.
Eduardo, thank you guys again for having us over here at Chicas.
Our pleasure.
So first things first, let's go over what Chicas is about. How did Chicas come to be? Let you guys get over.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what's one of the key differentiators and what we really like to say about Chicas is that we really came from a fresh approach from the Latin Mexican, side of the cuisine. So a lot of what you're going to try here is going to be high quality, some organic, fresh, made daily by our amazing chef and our team that he's put together. And the genesis of Chicas really came about, my brother and I grew up in Southern California, much like you did, as did Chef Eduardo. And we just had a huge affinity for anything and everything Mexican food related. And through our youth ministry, we went down to Ensenada quite often and fell in love with the food there, of course. And then as we grew up, and moved to downtown, we said, we love eating this food so much, but we can't eat it every day. So that's when the light bulb went off in our heads and we're like, let's bring the freshest, highest quality, healthy version of Mexican food to downtown, which is why we selected downtown. And that's how we got introduced to this amazing gentleman sitting across from us.
They basically approached me and said that if I was interested in working with them, and we had a couple drinks at my restaurant that night, and I explored what the vision was of Chicas, and I came on board, and here we are today. Worked on the menu together, took their vision of what they had for this taco stand in LA. I remember the first time I came and walked in, and I was like, wow, this is tiny, and it's nothing going on across the street yet. It was all kind of in construction, and it was a little bit of a quieter as far as like actual movement, but it was still loud because it's so central, and we've kind of grown along with the community and become part of it, and we're kind of like the little heart within like this little area, I like to say, in this like vein of Los Angeles.
And here we are 3 years later with what is a really fun, cool concept, and thankfully, we've been able to create a cool staple in downtown, and the community has supported us really nicely, and I mean, we're so proud and thankful to be here. And again, with obviously the great support of the community.
Well, we're happy to have you here in the community, I'll tell you that. I'm here quite often.
Oh, thank you.
So what is the actual background of the tacos themselves? What makes this different than a regular taco? How do you guys set apart? I mean, obviously we're about to try the food, but just a little background before we get into it.
I think we accomplished our initial intent in being we wanted to offer a taco that can be eaten every day. When the food comes out, I'll show you like some of our more rooted tacos that you'll see on the streets here in downtown, out of loncheras and out of like taco trucks. We have some other like really light tacos that are vegan for those who have like different dietary needs. And in each taco, we look at nutrition, we look at balance, and making sure that there's good fats and fiber, and there's going to be plenty of nutritious and organic produce that we use. And you're skipping.
Watch out for that.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Renee.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, before we rip into these, they look too pretty right now to not tell me what goes in behind these. So
let's definitely start. So here's kind of what I was talking about. So we have our pork taco, which is kind of OG. Okay. The tortillas are hand pressed, and it's very, very like Baja street taco. LA street taco. That's probably for those who like a really traditional, greasier taco. And then we have our fish taco, which is probably our audience favorite, overall like the favorite. So the story behind this is fish tacos from Baja. Caesar salad was invented in Tijuana, and so we kind of married the two, and we have a Caesar salad fish taco. And I think we've gotten a lot of write-ups on it, a lot of love on this taco. People come just for the fish taco.
Right. You could say it's like a true Mexican classic, right?
When I bring somebody here for the first time, I have them get this. Because it's not something you've seen. It is a little of something you had before, but it's not.
We didn't invent anything. We just put two things that are like neighbors, and we put them together. This is for the more health-conscious group. A jackfruit taco on a corn tortilla, completely vegan. And then we have our flaco style, so you can get any of our tacos on basically like a lettuce wrap.
Nice.
And then the polar opposite of that is, anybody who just wants to gorge and eat. And we open till 1:30 on Fridays and Saturdays in the morning. There's so many bars around this area. This is what I would recommend you get. This is our deep dish taco. We served it today with barbacoa, and it's 3 layers of tacos all in one, and you can see kind of how amazing. It's a casserole, taco casserole is what we call it. But I'm gonna cut this up for you, and you can go into that.
So you have something for anyone that wants healthy. You have the staple tacos all over town, and then you have a Mexican lasagna taco type thing, right? Yeah, all right.
And then our aguas frescas, chips, guacamole. We also do vegan queso.
Tell me a little about this one right here, this agua fresca.
This is definitely our most popular drink. My favorite as well. It is a horchata, which most people know horchata, but we make ours with coconut cream, coconut water, and rice milk, and it's completely vegan. But again, we turned something that's just coconut water and cinnamon and vanilla, and we added nutrition to it with coconut cream, coconut water, so it's hydrating and delicious and vegan. So
cool, perfect.
That's for you.
That's what we got. That's delicious. You said and vegan?
Yes. Yeah. Give that a try. That's 3 layers of barbacoa, cheese, corn tortilla.
Amazingness.
Yeah, amazingness.
Cheesy, gooey goodness.
If I'm hanging around town, late night, that's my go-to as well.
This is?
Yeah.
There we go.
But definitely, probably not a lunch item if you don't. But if you want to offset it with a little bit of healthy, this is our vegan queso. Completely vegetable-based, pickled onions, and chips. I have a bag of chips.
Healthy queso?
Healthy queso. Vegan.
I think that's a contradiction, but we're going to figure this out.
Go for it.
Hold on.
Oh my God. I don't believe it's vegan.
If we didn't tell you, right?
No, there's no way.
Most vegan items or vegan cheeses, vegan quesos, are nut-based because it has the fat, but we have an oil that we infuse with all the flavors and do a lot of vegetables and an infused stock that we make to kind of have the end product.
You're bringing next level culinary art to a taco.
Yeah, I mean, think about it too. It's 100% vegan, and it's all plant-based.
So you call this an elevated taco, correct? Or would you say this? It's obviously different than a street taco, but
we just try to. We say it's a better taco.
Cool.
Better in the sense of we've thought through all the components and all the ingredients. We know exactly where everything's coming from, and it is food that you can have for lunch every day. It is food that you celebrate over, or we kind of feel like the taco is is kind of categorized as a cheap $1 item. We want to educate our guests where everything's coming from, why a taco is not just shouldn't be $1. It's $1 because a reason. There's a reason. The ingredients don't cost anything. They're not the best ingredients. That's why you can charge $1. Our tacos are a little more expensive because we're giving you the best quality ingredients we can.
Oh, you get what you pay for, dude.
Yeah. So, that's part of who we are as Chicas is like, how do we come into that next neighborhood, and what do we do to serve that neighborhood? You can also find us if those that are watching happen to be fans of LAFC. We were very excited to be a part of LAFC this year, so we opened up our doors of one of 5 food vendors that opened in LAFC this year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
So
congratulations on that.
we were super stoked to be a part of that.
Wow, not a small feat.
No, and just super fun, and just another great community that we're serving, and just adds an extension to the brand, which is awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you talk about the brand, Chicas. What is Chicas' mission? What are you guys about? Not obviously about the food. I mean, what is Chicas in a nutshell?
What's great is couldn't be simpler to serve a better taco.
To serve a better taco.
To serve a better taco.
Simple.
And then to add to that with our vision, you know, and we say that to serve a better taco in a warm, home-style environment, right? Of healthy, fresh, forward ingredients that speak for themselves. And we're having fun. We're making tacos at the end of the day, right?
I'm having fun. That's for sure.
Let's dig in.
Let's dig in. This is the, you said the carnitas?
That's our pork taco, which kind of is a hybrid between carnitas and a braised pork.
Wow. All right, so what do we have here? Jackfruit, you said?
Jackfruit taco. Have you ever had jackfruit before?
I've never had jackfruit before. It is like a carnitas chicken hybrid.
Yeah,
That's what it looks
bit.
like.
It really is.
Chef's found a great purveyor that's giving us an all-organic jackfruit. And you can see from the consistency of it that it looks a little bit like a shredded chicken or maybe a shredded pork, right? And then the blend of seasonings and spices he's put into it is phenomenal.
So I'm eating fruit right now. This is like any amazing taco you could find anywhere. This is not
And not your average pico de gallo either, right? So chef's quartered.
limey or...
Oh yeah, so you get a
Has
little
a
lime
tang.
kick to it, a little lemon lime, a little salt. Chef's version of pico de gallo. You got your quartered heirloom cherry tomatoes, some onion, cilantro mix.
Yeah, there's avocado, and then that one does have cashew. So we make our sour cream out of cashews.
I don't feel worthy. I think I'm eating a fancy taco. I have to stick my pinky out when I eat.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saying.
I would come back just for the jackfruit taco.
Yeah.
I know, right?
No,
So what's next for Chicas?
Next for Chicas is not too different than we were talking about, right? Looking for additional opportunities to go into potentially another stadium that you all may have heard about that's coming.
Right.
And then expansion moving west a little bit. Chef has got 9 new amazing tacos, of which we'll probably launch with a couple of them.
Okay.
But those will be coming.
they're all vegan.
Yeah,
We have 9 vegan tacos because we really want to serve the vegan community and show that we can make an incredible taco that's vegan.
Like I said, he's come up with not only an amazing addition from a salad perspective, but also adding the new vegan tacos. So over the course of the next 6 months, you're going to see some new stuff rolling out and some announcement of us going into moving west.
Why downtown LA? I mean, downtown LA was not a hot spot. I mean, this is not the place to come. Why'd you guys decide this is the spot for Chicas?
So with my brother moving down here in 2009 on a development project he was working on called the Ace Hotel.
Right.
I'm sure you're familiar with.
Definitely.
So that really sparked our interest because now we're living down here, we're working down here, and where do we go every day for what we love to eat, which is Mexican food. And we looked around the area and we saw all the development that was going on. We saw, the residential coming in, and the whole city there was just a new energy to downtown that there hasn't been. I mean, I was born in the 70s, right? And it was like, downtown was phenomenal in the 20s and 30s and 40s, and then we had a huge dip. So why downtown? I mean, first of all, we found a cool little taqueria space like this, right? I mean, it's 700 square feet of amazingness. We put a lot of lipstick on this pig, and she's been a workhorse. And everyone now, it's like an iconic piece of downtown. There's only like 5 or 6 of these little buildings like this left. And like I said earlier, I mean, the community's been super supportive, and I think that's the great part about downtown and why like this program that you're doing is so successful is because this is a really cool, unique community.
Right.
And everybody supports everybody, and again, we're wildly thankful. And so that's why downtown.
That's what downtown's about.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for having us here, man.
Thanks
for coming by.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the tacos.
Yes,
the food.
come by anytime.
Let's keep at it.
See you guys soon.
We definitely will.